Hey everyone, it's Crypto Profit back with another video, and today we're going to be jumping into the crypto market and talking specifically about Vechain. And there's great reasons as to why this market has been doing very well in the last 24 hours. We've talked about this market, the market sentiment, and really where we could see it going for the next couple of years. However, this last month of December, we did talk about a consolidation period. Continuing to see Bitcoin push closer to 49K yet again is definitely giving us a lot of hope that we could see something better in December and January. I will say though, I still believe that there's going to be consolidation in December and most of January as well. When it comes to VeChain, there's a lot of value, and you can see that here with its 6% increase in the last 24 hours. However, the last month, about a 35% decrease, coming from about 13, 14 cent range down to about 8 cents. So we're seeing a great opportunity for a lot of dollar cost averaging in today's crypto market. If we take a look though at the last day, like I said, a 6% increase. We're going to jump into why the market has actually came back just a little bit with the first little bit of bullish news coming from El Salvador buying another 21 Bitcoin. It's not a ton of Bitcoin, but dollar cost averaging does exist even with countries buying it up. So let's take a look at the VeChain Thor ecosystem before we jump into a lot of news and really things regarding VeChain in the next couple of weeks. A lot of people are excited about where VeChain could be headed to. Well, VeChain Thor's ecosystem is continuing to grow. And you can see just some of the different community builders and SMEs, the research partners, enterprises, DApps on VeChain Thor, the fashion, automobile, tourism, hotel, basically just all enterprises who actually trust VeChain Thor, and there's quite a bit of them, and there's reasons as to why that is. I want to jump though into the next tweet. This tweet talks a little bit more about wanting to build on the leading enterprise tier, really L1 public blockchain. You can apply up for $30,000 in grant money from a $1 million fund. Looking to get started building on VeChain? Check out the awesome list for resources. So this is definitely a very, very bullish thing to continue to grab new projects that are really building on VeChain, and giving them that little $30,000 grant money is definitely going to be helpful for these new startup projects. And we have more to talk about. Whether you are or are not really kind of following VeChain closely, you probably have heard of MyBaby, a blockchain-based IVF platform operating at Renji Hospital in Shanghai, has been officially announced as a national innovation project by the Cyberspace Administration of China. So VeChain proudly leads real-world adoption of blockchain tech. This is definitely huge, continuing to see, like I said, more utility actually out there in the new, not new world, but real world when it comes to VeChain. I want to jump over to a couple more things regarding VeChain, but before we do so, I do want to talk about one of the best ways to actually buy some of the best crypto in the space. That's going to be crypto.com. So if you guys are interested, I will have a link for crypto.com down in the description below, but you can actually join up to 10 million plus users buying and selling 200 plus cryptocurrencies at true cost. You can spend with the crypto.com Visa card and get up to 8% back. You could also grow your portfolio by receiving rewards up to 14.5% on your crypto assets. So a lot of value coming out of crypto.com. So if you guys are looking to jump on board in exchange, really that's valuable in my opinion. I actually do like to use crypto.com quite a bit. It's one of those places that is very easy to use if you want to jump on board. I will say, there is more to talk about when it comes to VeChain. So we're going to jump into this FX Street article here that talks more about VeChain price resumes its uptrend, bringing VET to make or break point. So a lot of people recently have been talking about VeChain more of a long-term project instead of a short-term, and I still very, very much believe that. I think VeChain is one of those coins you're going to be happy to be holding in 5 to 10 years. However, short-term, I still believe VeChain has a chance to push farther. And we're going to see here VeChain price has been stuck in consolidation for more than 2 weeks and hints at a bullish continuation. VET faces a decisive moment as it approaches that 0.086 hurdle. A break could trigger a 13% ascent. So we are seeing a possibility of a nice 13% ascent in VeChain price vies to climb higher. So a lot of people talking about the possibility of VeChain going higher even in the short term. If we jump into the next article here, it talks about VeChain receiving a very bullish rating Wednesday. It is time to get on board. So today is obviously Wednesday, and we're seeing more and more people talking about today could be the day for VeChain to continue on its bullish sentiment and bullish momentum upwards. I do think that we are seeing a nice little bullish push here in the markets. It's pretty obvious to see this with Bitcoin climbing up to 49.5K yesterday. Definitely a nice little push up. And I think we are going to see consolidation still throughout the rest of December and, like I said, early January. But there is possibilities for Vechain to continue to do very, very well, and seeing that, realistically by the end of this bull market, a nice price point. So I want to talk about those price predictions for you guys, starting with Vechain, obviously, for the end of the year. Before we talk about this, though, I do want to say, guys, I'm not a financial advisor, so always do your own research before investing. If you are looking to get into Vechain or any other cryptocurrency and you want to stay up to date with it, whether it's Vechain, Chainlink, Polkadot, Cardano, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn notifications on to stay up to date with Vechain as well as all those different cryptocurrencies. As we see in the last day, like I said, a 6% increase. I think by the end of this year, we are going to continue to see consolidation and really not much movement around the Vechain. I think we're going to see about 8 to 10 cents by the end of the month of December. And then moving into the next year, or really moving into, by the end of the bull market, wherever that could be, we don't know exactly, obviously, yet. We could see by the end of 2022, end of 2023. It does depend on quite a bit of things, but realistically, I think Vechain is going to be pushing 50 to 80 cents by the end of that bull market. And that's going to be a nice push up. That's going to be well over a 5x, well over a 6x, depending on where we end up. 50 to 60 to 70 to even 80 cents as a possibility. I want to jump, though, back over to Twitter because there is something I want to talk about. You guys have a chance to enter a giveaway worth a 100 Chainlink. So still trying to give that Chainlink away. You guys, if you have been on the channel for a while, know that I've been trying to give this Chainlink away for a while. If we hit $40 link by the end of January, I will actually give 100 Chainlink away. All you have to do is retweet and follow to be entered, so make sure to do so. Retweet this tweet, follow me on Twitter so I can DM you back, and you'll be entered to win 100 Chainlink, which could actually end up to be quite a bit, considering my bullish prediction for Chainlink by the end of the bull market is anywhere between $120 to $200. So think about how much money you're going to be making here if you are able to win this, and take advantage of it, as we will make sure to give this Chainlink away, whether it happens in January, whether it happens in February. At some point, we will have a bullish push up, and we will get that really Chainlink out to you guys as quickly as possible. I will say thank you again for tuning in, guys. I really do appreciate the awesome support as we continue to talk about crypto on this channel. There is a bunch of different ways to stay up to date. So like I said, following me on Crypto Profit YT, following me on YouTube as well. And then also down in the description below, if you guys are interested, I try to keep you guys up to date with ICOs, IDOs in the crypto market. And that's going to be on the Patreon. The Patreon's linked down in the description below. That Patreon gives you up to date, like I said, details on the newest and greatest projects that you can get in on the ground floor. I haven't given you guys anything probably in the last week or two, just because the market has not been bullish. And investing in these coins in that, really bearish sentiment of a market, I should say, you aren't going to really net much of a gain. So I do want to make sure you guys are making money off these ICOs and IDOs. So it does look like we're going to be back on the train of finding some great options for you guys. Thank you again for tuning in. Thank you, like I said, so much for being a part of this channel and this community. I'll see you guys all in the next one.